Video, we will learn to find the angle between two vectors using the dot product. The formulas that you see here allow us to find the smallest non-negative angle that is between two vectors v and w, or any two vectors, whatever they are named. We can use the dot product of the two vectors divided by the product of the magnitudes of those two vectors in order to find the angle that is between them. So we're going to use the formulas that you see here in order to find those non-negative angles. So if you remember, to find our dot product, we're going to multiply our like components and then add those products. And recall that the formula for magnitude, we're going to remember how to calculate magnitude for this, is equal to the square root of a squared plus b squared. And then let's remember that dot product is equal to the product of our a components plus the product of our b components. So we're going to need to remember how to do that in order to solve these formulas. And then to find our cosine or our inverse cosine, we're going to use our calculator because we're going to want to get values out of our calculator. We're going to round to probably the nearest tenth when we work these problems. So let's take a look at a few examples. So our first example gives us two vectors. Vector v is 3i minus 2j, a position vector, and vector w, negative I plus 4j. And we want to find the angle theta between these two vectors, and we're going to round our answer to the nearest tenth of a degree. The first thing we're going to do is sketch our two vectors on our graph just so we can see what they look like, and then we'll draw where our angle is. So our first vector, vector v, has an a value of 3, so a is equal to 3, and b is equal to negative 2. And because it's a position vector, that means our initial point is at the origin, and we're going to come out to 3, negative 2 in order to plot our terminal point. So 3, negative 2 is going to be our terminal point. So here is our v vector. Right here, it's going to come down here. So here's v. And then we're going to plot our w vector. So for our w vector, a is equal to negative 1 and b is equal to 4. So we're going to come back 1 and up 4 and plot our terminal point. So there's our w vector right there. So what we're interested in finding is this angle right here. So this is the theta that we're being asked to find. That angle right there, that's what this question is all about. It's asking us to find that angle. So in order to find that angle, we're going to use our formula. Cosine theta is equal to the dot product of our two vectors divided by the magnitude of the first vector times the magnitude of the second vector. So essentially, we're using three different formulas here. We're using the dot product of our two vectors is our first formula. The second formula is the magnitude of our first vector, and the third would be the magnitude of our second vector. So if we want to just find each of those things and then plug into our formula. So in the top of our formula here, I'm going to go ahead and plug in to do my dot product. So at the top, I remember my dot product is my a components multiplied together plus my b components multiplied together. My a components are 3 and negative 1. So I am going to multiply 3 times negative 1 plus my b components. So my b components are negative 2 and 4. So negative 2 times 4. And that's going to give me negative 3 plus -8. And then on the bottom, if I'm going to go ahead and do my magnitude, I'll go ahead and do that before I continue up on my top. I need to use a and b again. I need square root, I'm going to do v first, square root of a squared plus b squared. So I want to get all of that from my v component. So here's v right here. So I want square root of 3 squared plus -2 squared. And then I also need to do that for my w vector. So I need the square root of -1 squared plus 4 squared. So if I simplify that a little bit, I end up with, this becomes 13, and this becomes 17, square root of 17. So I haven't taken the square root yet. I'm not going to, these don't have perfect squares. I'm not going to take the perfect square or take a square root even if it were a perfect square. I want to go ahead and multiply those together. So on top, I'm going to say -3 plus a -8 gives me a -11. On the bottom, I'm going to have the square root of 221. So I'm almost done. I have cosine theta. Let me write this out here. Cosine theta equals -11 over square root 221. So I actually want to know the value of theta. This is the value I want to know right here. So I need to take the inverse cosine of -11 over square root 221 in my calculator in order to find out what theta value, what angle has that cosine value. So if I plug that into my calculator and I make sure that I am set in the correct mode, make sure you're set in degrees, you should get 137, and we're going to round to the 10th, 0.7 degrees. So this angle is approximately 137.7 degrees. Let's take a look at another example. We're going to find the angle between the vectors, vector v, 4i minus 3j, and wi plus 2j. We're going to round to the nearest tenth of a degree. So the first thing I'm going to do is sketch these two vectors on my graph. So in vector v, I have an a value equal to 4, a b value equal to -3, and in vector w, I have a equal to 1, b equal to 2. So I'm going to plot my a of 4 and down 3 for vector v. So there is my vector v right here. And then I want to plot vector w. I'm going to go over 1 and up 2. That one's not very big, is it? There's vector w. So I'm interested in this angle right here. All right, so let's go ahead and set up our formula. So cosine theta is going to be the dot product of v and w divided by the magnitude of v times the magnitude of w. So the dot product of v and w will be 4 times 1, my a components, plus my b components. So my A components are 4 and 1. My B components are -3 and 2. For my magnitude of V, I'm going to have 4 squared plus -3 squared, and 1 squared plus 2 squared. Now if I work that out, I end up with 4 minus 6 on the top. On the bottom I have the square root of 25 times the square root of 5. So I end up with the cosine of theta equals -2 over square root 125. But I need theta, so I'm going to take the inverse of cosine, so theta is equal to inverse cosine -2 over square root 125. So when we put that in our calculator and we round, we should get approximately 100.3 degrees. Up next, we'll take a look at how to find parallel and orthogonal vectors. We'll define them, what they are, and how to identify and find.